mics.
Okay, so I guess I said, okay. All right. Hi,
Hi,
Aric. It's Dan.
and Amy.
And thank you to Pauline for organizing this, and to Bert to organizing this chance. And it's a gift. It's a gift for us to say how much we appreciate you. We both wrote some words, and hopefully we won't be too stiff in reading them, but we thought we'd give you an appreciation. And so using academic speak, I like to unpack the word everybody loves, unpack the word appreciate as a lens to delve into your unique persona and architectural accomplishments. So apparently there's several meanings to the word appreciate, all that relate to you and your wonderful work. First is to recognize the worth of something, as in perceive, understand, or fathom. And to me, this relates to your deep intellect and learning in all things design, architecture, history, art, film, etc. It also, I think, reflects something that always struck me about you is your deep open-mindedness to various forms of expression and expression in architecture specifically, and why I think, for instance, you find that whole notion of style wars a ridiculous discussion and tiresome. And, you know, as you always say, as long as something is good, as long as it has worth, you respect it, you perceive it, understand it, and fathom it. It's important. So that's the first meaning of respect, or I mean appreciate. The second meaning or aspect of appreciation that I think we both really value highly is in cherish, savor, relish. I mean, this clearly reflects your infectious enthusiasm. I know it's something that's sort of deeply affected me. And I have to say, and obviously it's deeply sad, even tragic, that you can no longer walk. The honest truth is that you were never a very good walker to begin with, since you would stop incessantly all the time to talk and walk, because you couldn't talk and walk at the same time, to admire, to share, to express some zeal over a detail or an idea. And this sort of infectious enthusiasm from Johnson Wax to Hilversum, from La Tourette to Labrouste, you know, it's been my great pleasure to share these with you and to be infected by what I call the Lasher look. When you come upon something or you see something, you know, that Cheshire cat smile, the eyes roll back in your head, your hands held up trembling with appreciation. You know, it's such a deep, really relishing of something of worth, and such a great example to us all. And you know, we should all relish good things as much as you do, and get as much pleasure out of them as you do. The next meaning of the word appreciate is to increase in worth, as in the stock appreciated. But it really means enhance and improve and grow. And this aspect really refers to your creativity. You know, you're a master in your use of architectural strategy and language, especially to enhance and improve the context of your work in which they sit, and more importantly, their users' lives and day-to-day and larger interior lives. This masterly use of architecture and design is visible in everything you've touched, and most remarkably evident in the notable work that you've done at HBRA over the last 15 or so years under your design leadership. And you know, some of the things that I personally admire and you know, want to talk about a little bit is is that beautiful, inventive townhouse in Lincoln Park, that facade. You know, what a wonderful urbane play of scale, history, and materiality. It's simultaneously timeless and of its time and place. You know, I mean, to me, when I saw that, I was like, yes, Aric really has, you know, strong leap and just a deeply great work. The Student Success Center at the University of Arkansas, and I think it's so fitting that Pauline has organized this, because for clearly that SAH trip to Edinburgh made a big impression. I guess you were designing that building when you went, and it shows. And it's really a love letter to Edinburgh. The courthouse at Tuscaloosa. It's like I took a close look at that after I read the Schinkel book over COVID, Barry's Schinkel book, and it's sort of like it's like we happily walked into a conversation between Aric and Schinkel. It's really wonderful. And then really, I think an amazing piece of work is the Notre Dame halls, the two halls, Jenkins and Nanovic Hall or Nanovich Hall at Notre Dame. And, you know, I just always impressed me, and I always admire this about you, is your command of, you know, playful symmetry, asymmetry, local symmetries. I mean, you know, what a real virtuoso display of that at Notre Dame. I mean, you know, the plan of the offset courts, the multiple fronts, the bays. I mean, it really, I in preparing for this, I went on Google Earth, and there it is. And, you know, you look at the beauty and the complexity and the composition of that, and you look at all the other rooms around it, and it wasn't hard to pick out. It is really a beautiful building. And lastly, and certainly not least, the meaning of appreciation is to be grateful, to be thankful. And honestly, this doesn't refer to as much as you, but all the rest of us who know and have benefited from your deep intellect and enthusiasm, and we admire your creations and your very, very considerable accomplishments in life. And we cherish you as a colleague and as a friend.
And I guess I just want to expand on Dan's last point about being grateful and thankful for our friendship with you. I mean, one of the things that's so amazing about being with you is your appreciation for and deep knowledge of so many things: architecture, art, film, decorative objects, books, et cetera, et cetera. And your knowledge about all those things is shared by you with so much generosity and happiness. And I would say you're probably the smartest person I know, but you share all that knowledge with so much joy. You make it not intimidating. And being with you is exhilarating because you open windows to whole worlds I didn't know about. Whether it was naming architectural ornaments that I didn't even know were things when we were at Avignon Cathedral, or the ethereal images you post on Instagram. You're always expanding my world. You're always a pleasure to be with and chat with and spend time with, and we love you. We're gonna come visit.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it.
Yes. So we'll speak soon.
We love you.
Love you. Bye.